Hi, I'm Cardiff Electric, and you're watching the Dame Taft Movie Show.
It's the Dame Taft Movie Show, hosted by my nephew, Screw.
Thank you, Auntie. Yes, it is the Dame Taft Movie Show. I am Screw, and I am joined by Mr. Faversham. Hello, sir.
Good afternoon.
What's the poster back there today? I can't see that.
It's a Curse of the Werewolf, a Belgian poster.
That the one with Oliver Reed? No, the one from the third. Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
The Hammer one, right?
Yeah.
What is the film you have brought for us today? What's the title?
Criss Cross from 1948.
Yes, Criss Cross, starring Burt Lancaster, Yvonne DiCarlo, and Dan Duryea. Give us a brief synopsis of this before we watch some clips.
Sure. A man comes back to his hometown, I suspect, after being away for a couple of years, hoping just to get to work, do something, and unfortunately he cannot forget his girl, and he goes back to the bar they used to hang out in, meets up with her. She's not exactly 100% with him, and things go on from there as they get involved in crime.
Let's watch.
After it's done, after it's all over and we're safe, it'll be just you and me, the way it should have been all along from the start. Be careful.
Just a minute. What do you mean outside?
In the parking lot.
What'd you go out there for?
Because it looked like rain. Because I wanted to tell the boy to put the top up on the car.
Why'd you have to go yourself?
Because I had the car keys. Because I had to give the keys to the boy, didn't I?
Why didn't you send a waiter? Why didn't you send Waxy or one of the fellas?
What are you asking me questions for?
Why don't you answer them?
Will you shut up and leave me alone?
There's Dan Duryea and Yvonne DiCarlo. We get to see her dance. She's very pretty and very nice to look at when she's dancing. There's something about her.
Yeah.
And, of course, we have to mention her dancing partner here.
Yes, we do. Miss Tony Curtis, unbilled.
Unbilled young Tony Curtis before he got famous, who would later go on to co-star with Burt Lancaster.
Here I am, Vincent.
Burt Lancaster. And what? Sweet Smell of Success? And I think 2 more films.
Yeah, it was Sweet Smell of Success and Trapeze.
Yes.
But also, and I'm sure they did one more that I cannot remember.
Yeah. I love them. I think it's terrific, both of them. This is real quick. This actor here, Tom Petty.
Yeah, we know him from his famous 70s picture, don't we?
He might get the most laughs out of me and The Taking of Pelham 123 as Kaz Dolowitz.
As Dolowitz.
Fat Kaz.
Yeah.
Sorry I didn't pull any clips of The Taking of Pelham 123 from 1974, but you all go watch it. It'll probably come up on this show again. Anyway, it's got a good cast overall. Just highlighting some.
Vegas. I thought you knew that, didn't you?
That's right, Slim. Just like he says. He wanted to talk to you. You were out of town, so I said I'd come over.
You really wanted to see me? But tell me now, Stevie, what kind of business could you and I possibly have together?
A job.
A job? Why come to me?
Because you're the only crooks I know.
It's a good line.
It is. Dan Duryea, I was first introduced to him on The Twilight Zone. I think the episode was Mr. Denton on Doomsday, right?
Yeah, I believe that's the one, yeah.
Which I meant to watch before doing this show to refresh my memory. Other than that, I know very little about this actor. He was in Flight of the Phoenix, wasn't he? The Aldrich movie?
Yeah, he's one of the passengers, and he was in a lot of movies from the 40s on. He almost always played. I mean, somebody post or description of a movie that was going to be released soon of his on Blu-ray described him as a sniveling villain.
Yeah.
Generally, what he played. I mean, this movie, he's because in this movie he's forced to apologize to Lancaster twice, and you can see he doesn't want to do it, but he has to make the job come off.
Yeah, he's interesting. I'm still getting acquainted to him, but he's not like traditional screen menacing. He's kind of off, isn't he? That's
he's just got this weird manner. He's got that weird way of speaking. And then, I mean, if you've seen the Western Winchester 73, he's terrific in that.
Oh, is he in that? Okay,
yeah,
good.
yeah, with Jimmy Stewart.
Burt Lancaster's second feature film, I believe this was.
No, this is a few down the line.
It is okay. After The Killers, I guess it's the second with that director.
Yeah, Robert Siodmak. Yeah,
Robert Siodmak. It's not a fun name to say. Not like Dan Duryea. I could say Dan Duryea all the live long yay. Okay, let's watch.
Eventually, they're all waiting.
A lunatic idea. I told you. Won't go near it. Wouldn't be bothered.
Eventually, there's a month's credit for you at Conrad's liquor store on Hill Street.
I'm going out this evening. A previous engagement.
That's Alan Napier. The kids may know him from
Batman.
Alfred the Butler. He's an interesting angular guy, isn't he?
Yeah, he was in a lot of these pictures. Again, always, subsidiary character. And I love it in this one, how they entice him to join in with what they're doing by offering him a month's credit at the liquor store.
I'm in. Yeah, sign me up. Yeah, so I guess he's like the brains, he's the planner of the job.
He's the planner. Yeah.
Yeah. So again, more interesting, colorful characters.
We can't go ahead without you. You're top man.
Relax. It'll take just a minute.
Come on, let's go to work.
Believe me, I know more about the armored truck business than you do.
You'd be surprised. I work for them.
Indeed. Now, that certainly makes an interesting problem, doesn't it?
Do you think you can lay it out for us, Finchley?
What have you in mind?
Steve, there's a car tailing us.
Okay, so yeah, this is a heist picture with a love triangle. And it's good. Short running time, what is it, 84 minutes?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
It is in the film noir.
Make it in color. The people love color.
A good introduction to film noir for people because it moves. It's got the good script, the good cast, and everything. Share some more of your thoughts on this movie, Mr. Faversham.
Well, it's interesting. You showed the clip before of when Von de Carlo is explaining why Bert's there, or why she's there, actually, because she's in Bert's house there. And he only gets involved with this because he's been caught with her.
Right.
She makes him do it. I mean, he didn't want to do this. He had a job. He's driving for armored car. He's making money, seeing her on the side. But all of a sudden, she decides she goes to see him. She's being watched because Duryea has her watched. They're married, so Duryea has her watched all the time, and she's caught. So all of a sudden, he has to come up with something to not be caught. And it's we want to talk about a job, and that's all it comes from. I mean, the whole plot of the movie revolves around that he's obsessed with her. He can't let her go, and that's it. She's caught him. She's trapped him basically to do this. And she also is shown as being a gold digger in the movie. She just wants money. She's not really. I mean, she's sort of, I guess, in lust with him. I don't know if she'd be in love with him. She certainly doesn't love Dan Duryea. She liked the money that he offered her. And, she hooks up with Lancaster because he's better at whatever. And that she draws him into it, and he can't get out. He's got to go in with it now. Is
she a femme fatale, or is he just a schlub?
He's both. He's one of the
one goes with the other, doesn't it?
Yeah, he doesn't see the big picture of her. Although he's alluded to it several times. He upbraids her several times about this.
Yeah,
but he can't help himself, and she can't either. This is how she is. She's just going to be this way. And I like the plotting of the movie. I like the structure of the movie where we have a very long flashback. The middle, almost half the movie is flashback.
That's
from
right.
The opening scenes, and you're wondering the whole time, how do we get back to it? What's going to happen when we get there? And I mean, and they set up several characters who become sacrificial, and you're like, and he's got a best friend who's trying to help him but has to back away at one point. I mean, it's got all those elements in it that are great.
This is highly recommended from you. You're a big film noir enthusiast.
Yeah, I like a lot of them.
But you put this up at the top?
This would be in my top 10
It's
maybe.
Better than average, right? Because some of them are just kind of rushed, and formulaic.
And some films that people say are film noir aren't really. I mean, again, it's a loose term. It doesn't have a hard definition, although there's certain things people would qualify to put a film in as. But no, this one is always, I mean, I've seen it maybe half a dozen times over the years. And this one always grips me because it's I really like the cast in this. The three of them as a triangle really work well, because they're Duryea especially is being duplicitous because he's going to kill Lancaster, or at least we think he is, during the heist, but we don't know because they need all of them to survive to get the money. The $250,000 they're trying to steal from an armored car. They all have to live to get it because they've set it up. The money's going to be split. They all have to be alive at the end. And that's, when things go wrong, that's what makes it very interesting.
We were talking about Out of the Past a couple weeks ago. Again, another love triangle, kind of some similarities between these two films, right? I like this one a little bit better, but
yeah, this one might actually hold up better to repeat viewings than Out of the Past. Much as I like Out of the Past, I think this one actually holds up a little better to a repeat watch.
And again, I'll go back to what I said before about Mitchum's performance in Out of the Past being too one note, too stoic,
Mm-hmm.
whereas Burt Lancaster, we're getting the full range. It's
yeah, you could see he's completely under her control in this movie. He cannot help. I mean, that scene when it's narrated, but he walks in the bar and he says, "I had to come back here." His narration says, "Yeah, I had to come back and see what's going on." There's a lush at the end of the bar who he could easily just pick up if he wants, but he doesn't. He sees her dancing, and that's the end of it. He can't, and she's having a great time dancing with Tony Curtis too. You're like, "Oh, what's going to happen now?" And then Duryea shows up, and that's everything goes awry because of that. She can't help herself.
It's a good movie. We both recommend it. Let's see. Richard Long is in this. He's one of the family members. He was in a couple Twilight Zones.
Yeah.
Good-looking fellow. Score by Miklos Rosa.
Yes. Yeah, good one.
He's a good composer. I like his stuff.
Yeah, he did a number of the black and white noirs. He was very good at that.
And kept on working until like the late 70s, early 80s, because he did the score for Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid.
Yeah, that was his last.
Are you a fan of that movie?
Yeah, I mean, it's a nostalgic movie because I was working at the theater when it opened, so I saw it a bunch of times. It's a typical Steve Martin comedy. It's a lot of jokes don't land, but a lot of them
it's not
do.
typical. It's not a typical Steve Martin comedy. If you say that, people are going to think of something like House Sitter.
Well, well, that's true. See, I don't think of those movies. I've never seen
or
them.
the Pink Panther.
No, I'm thinking of
a typical Steve Martin. Be more specific. No, it was unusual.
Paul Reiner, Steve Martin movies. That's more like it, I should say. And it's a affectionate spoof of noir. It's the movie that uses the old clips and inserts him into them, and they write ridiculous dialogue to try to make everything match up. And it's a well done movie. It looks like a film noir, and it's scored by Rosa, so it certainly sounds like it.
It's got a lot of fun moments, and it was funny when that movie came out. I don't think I had seen any of the movies that they spliced into it. Now I've seen most of them, just a couple.
Yeah.
The score by Miklos Rosa, who also did Time After Time in 1979, and that weird Jonathan Demme Roy Scheider movie, The Last Embrace.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a faux Hitchcock type of thing. Also in Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid, this movie isn't featured in it, but The Killers was. And that's the film we mentioned that came before this, in which Burt Lancaster and the director Robert Siodmak collaborated previously.
Yeah, that was Burt's first.
Right. I didn't get a chance to rewatch it. I have it on the shelf, but I did watch the remake, the Don Siegel remake with Lee Marvin and Angie Dickinson.
Yeah.
It's kind of similar to this. There's a heist and a love triangle.
Yeah.
And someone's going to, wind up dead on account of it.
Yeah, so's the Killers. That's the original same plot.
Yeah,
and
so similar,
which they made up for the movie because it's certainly not an Ernest Hemingway short story
based on a short story. Yeah, I didn't think so.
Yeah, the short story is literally just him waiting to be killed, and existential stuff. Yeah, there's no plot. to it.
Yeah.
It's a man allows himself to be killed, and he tells us sort of why. So they invented this whole plot, but yeah, it's very similar. It's got the love triangle, it's got the heist, and in the case of the killers, we have somebody who needs to be a driver. And it's Lancaster or Cassavetes in the race car driver in the sequel. I like the color one. I like the Don Siegel version. That was too violent for TV. They couldn't show it on TV.
It's an interesting movie. Oh, Angie Dickinson's so sexy in that.
Yeah. And she hooks up with Ronnie Reagan.
Yeah, Ronald Reagan. And Norman Fell is in that too. He's good. The director, Robert Siodmak, is an interesting fellow. I haven't seen nearly enough of his films, only a handful actually. But I want to mention that the commentary that comes on the disc, on the Criss Cross disc, is very good, very informative, and goes into a lot of that stuff. More helpful than I can be, unfortunately. I'm afraid I can't add a lot of insight to this movie, except it's a good one.
Yeah, I'll have to listen to it. I don't often listen to commentaries, but I'll listen to that one. I mean, Siodmak made another really good picture shortly after this one, Brute Force with Lancaster.
Okay, I think I've seen that.
That's the prison break movie.
Yeah,
they call it a film again. It's people call it a film noir. It really isn't.
The prison movie. Yeah,
it's a
I
prison
agree.
break movie, but that's a brutal, violent. Again, for its time, brutally violent movie. I mean, people getting hit by steam, and it's great stuff. Just great stuff.
I know I watched it within the past few years for the first time. It's kind of fading from my memory, but I know I've seen it. Yeah, and I enjoyed it. Okay, and also on the commentary, the commentator mentions the remake of this film and actually praises it because some people don't care for it. Let's talk about that real quick.
So how long are you gonna stay, Michael? I hear she's dating a small-time hood that bought the Ember, if you're interested.
How is it you can show your face without getting hurt?
Nobody's ex just shows up. He wants something.
You better hurry up and start working so I can retire.
I might get that job.
When can you start?
That's it?
That's it.
Welcome aboard.
So what's the total for today? About $1.3 million.
I wanted to make you a business proposition. I work with armored cars. Why come to me? You're the only crook I know.
That's the line from the other movie there. Instead of "You're the only crooks I know," "You're the only crook I know."
You think Tommy Dundee is gonna let you get away with that?
But you shouldn't have come back.
All right, The Underneath from 1995, directed by Steven Soderbergh. Your thoughts?
I liked it when I saw it. I haven't seen it since. I saw it in '95. I haven't seen it since. And if I recall, I had not seen Criss Cross first. So I'd seen The Underneath first.
Same here. I liked it when it came out too, because I didn't know what to expect, and I guess it's all about the timing. I guess not everybody appreciates this movie. It's understandable. It's kind of a throwback. It's not terribly fast paced. It's more about mood and character. But I think it's a good movie. Soderbergh, the director, was kind of tough on himself about it because it was an assignment, and he felt that he didn't carry it through to his satisfaction. But yeah, I like it.
It's interesting criticism because I thought it looked like thinking in the future of him, it looks like his other movies and sounds like his other movies. I don't see why he would. Again, you don't know why a director would criticize his own work. It could be just he wasn't happy making the movie.
Yeah,
and, he did the best he thought he did the best he could. A lot of times, I read a quote years ago from somebody. It was, "Don't trust the artist, trust the art," and because they're not necessarily their own best critics. Folks, they may have reasons for not liking something. But no, I remember. It's funny. I remember when this came out. I remember people said, "Oh, it's a remake of Criss Cross," which I hadn't seen, so that didn't affect me at all. But I thought it was a decent heist picture, and stylish. But you're right. Yeah, it's not exactly a crackerjack movie. It doesn't really move along, but it's got a good story, good plot, good actors. Joe Don Baker, I see, showed up there. I forgot about that.
Oh yeah.
I'll have to track this down and watch it again because it's been 30 years.
There's Joe Don Baker. Yeah, a small role. Paul Dooley was always solid. And I just got a couple of soundless clips here. Shelley Duvall pops up.
Oh, that's right.
She always troubles me. She looks like a trauma survivor after working with Kubrick. Poor lady. Yeah, the
And
poor lady.
who's that actor? The villain.
Yeah, Bill
he's-
Fichtner, William
Okay.
Fichtner. This is my introduction to him, and of course, my favorite role of his is Van Zant in Heat.
Yeah.
And people remember him from The Dark Knight, the guy with the shotgun in the bank there, the bank heist at the beginning.
And when you see him, you're always aware. All right, there's something wrong with him. There's something wrong with this guy. We can't trust him. He's got that "I can't trust you" face.
Yeah, he's a weird guy. I've seen an interview with him, and well, typical actors without scripts not being all that interesting. But hey, I like him in movies. He's fine.
Yeah,
he was very funny in that Doug Liman movie Go. Opposite,
that's right. Yeah.
opposite Jay Moore, is a very funny role there as a cop who sells Amway to the perps that he collars. Okay, but this is a really bad
money. When do we do
line.
it? Sooner the better. One more thing, I'm not taking a short count. The broker alone, he takes 20% on any job he crews.
It's a two-way split. You can cut your half any way you like.
I'd rather eat airline food.
Do you like that line?
Oof. No.
I'd rather eat airline food. They should have maybe thought about that.
I'm hoping he improv that they just left it in.
No, I doubt it. He doesn't seem like an improv type of guy to me.
You're right.
But
That's not a good line.
But that's a quick look at The Underneath from 1995, a remake of Criss Cross, and directed by Steven Soderbergh. Shot in Austin, Texas. And it's funny, in the club where these folks are all hanging out, they keep cutting to all these different shit music acts in Austin that are really hilariously bad. But yeah, like you said, I agree with you. I like the movie. Now, while we wrap up here, we were talking about Tony Curtis there with Yvonne DiCarlo.
Yeah.
Do you know the story that goes along with that?
No.
Okay. Stay tuned.
Okay.
I go out to California. I don't say goodbye to anybody at that school. I go to California. 4 months later, I'm in New York City doing a first picture, City Across the River.
Okay, so Tony Curtis on Late Night with David Letterman. Sorry for the quality. I just yanked this off of YouTube real quick. But I remember seeing this, and I remember the story. So we just saw that he was an uncredited actor in Criss Cross, Dancing with Yvonne DiCarlo, before he got famous. So here he tells a story about his early days getting work.
They give me a suite at the Sherry Netherland and this long black limousine like you've never seen. And I would go driving down 48th Street, and standing under the, marquee is Walter Matthau. He's got a long, heavy coat on. He looks as grumpy as he's ever looked. He's got this coat pulled up, and he's got a racing form in one pocket, his hands in, and he's just looking out at this miserable world he's got to live in. I'm getting all this reading as I'm sitting in this limousine, warm and comfy, and I see Walter looking, and he watches this limousine come rolling up, and the window stops right where you're standing. I roll the window down. He goes, I look at him, I say, Yvonne DiCarlo.
I fucked Yvonne DiCarlo. Classy guy. He tells that story in his autobiography too.
Oh,
it's
no,
fun. Yeah. It's funny. I remember seeing this when it aired. I was like, what did he say? Well, what do you think he said? But yeah, he got it on with her. Lucky devil, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, good for him.
As if he didn't, I mean, before going on to Marilyn and of course Janet Leigh, he was
married to her.
He was putting down some numbers, Tony Curtis. You a Tony Curtis fan?
I like him. I like him a lot more than people give him credit for. I think he was a very good actor in the right kind of parts.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he's really good in The Boston Strangler.
Oh yeah.
Which is a mean, ugly movie to watch.
Richard Fleischer, yeah.
Yeah. That movie needs a reevaluation. A lot of people put that one down. I think that one holds up very well. But yeah, he was. I always liked Tony Curtis. I mean, you see him in a Swashbuckler or Spartacus or something. Yeah, he's a little out of place. The voice is out of place. That's what I mean by the right part. He needs the right part.
But it's still fun though.
Because he was a movie star. He wasn't an actor.
Oh
He
yeah,
was a movie star.
Yeah. But he did give.
Them.
But he did gives some really terrific performances.
Oh yeah, no, he was capable.
Yeah,
of
like
doing
you
it.
mentioned, Boston Strangler. How do you like him in The Sweet Smell of Success?
He's
You probably
great
like
in
that.
He's total sleaze in that, and he pulls it off 100%. But yet you still feel sympathetic for him when they set him up, with the dope sting on him, and he has to go along with what's going on now. He can't. He's now sucked into it, but he's just a creep in that movie. His character's a creep. And that's a great movie. Again, that's another. You watch that one, you just need to take a shower when it's over. You just feel ugly. Everybody's ugly in the movie.
Crisp dialogue though. It's kind of like Glengarry Glen Ross. The movie where the dialogue is like an action movie.
It snaps. That whole thing snaps together.
So Tony Curtis, there's this story, and I think it was false about how he was Bernie Schwartz, right? And he's from Brooklyn or the Bronx or something.
I think Brooklyn.
And got that thick accent. And they put him in these period pictures. And what was the line he was credited with saying? And I believe it's false. But yonder lies the castle of my father.
Yeah, yonder father. Yeah, but I don't.
He
think
never really
actually
said
says
that.
He says a similar line, but it's not that bad.
I don't remember what the.
It's very similar to the castle over there belongs to my father or something like that. And it's
What movie was that?
I think it was Black Shield of Falworth. That was
that's
a Universal picture from the 50s.
But you mentioned Spartacus, and that is real funny. He's Antonius, singer of songs. And I think it was Laurence Olivier asked him, says, "And to whom did you sing these songs?" He said, "To the children of my master, whom I also taught the classics."
Classics.
I love it.
Yeah, he's fine. I mean, the slaves are Americans in the movie, and all the Romans are British. It's great.
I can't say enough good things about this film.
That's not helping, hon! You've been watching the Dame Taft Movie Show, the show that knows that movies... sorry, I know what I wanted.
Farewell and adieu, you fair Spanish ladies.
It's the Dame Taft Movie Show, hosted by my nephew, Screw.
I saw Disclosure Day yesterday, speaking of comedies.
What is that? Is that an alien movie?
Spielberg.
Yeah, but what is it? I've just seen all this on X. I mean,
it's about the revelation that they are real and they've been covered up for 79 years. And unfortunately, it's a chase movie. And the last 15 minutes is Disclosure Day. And just as it gets interesting, the movie ends.
Is it as good as War of the Worlds?
It's better than War of the Worlds. War of the Worlds, I hated War of the Worlds. This gets a 2.5 out of 5. It wasn't boring. It was just too long, and it's totally. I can't imagine ever watching it again or even remembering the movie in a year from now that I'd seen it. It's just summer entertainment, very light. It tries to be serious, and it didn't pull it off.
Oh God! And it's got that broad in it with the sour puss. She's always. I hate her face.
Emily Blunt.
Oh yeah, that sour puss.
She's very good in the movie, but
she's a good actress, and I would throw her a bone. But I hate that. Oh, I hate sour puss broads. Her and More Tyranny and the Friends broad that everyone makes a big fuss about. She's not that hot.
Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah. Well, the Spielberg War of the Worlds, if you cut out all that dysfunctional family crap that no one going to see a movie called War of the Worlds needed to see.
Yeah, that's a movie. Yeah, I'd whack 40 minutes of that thing out, and you'd have a much better movie. But
it's infuriating. It's the screenwriters and the actors are so far up each other's asses. Oh, we got to have character. We got to win those Oscars and shit. And you have to have deep characters. No, you cut to the aliens. It's an alien movie.
Yeah, we didn't need to see
not Legends of the Fall. but like I said, if you cut that stuff out, I like the aliens in the movie. The
aliens are great. The effects were great, and it had a good end of the world atmosphere.
Yeah,
because they didn't people didn't really know what was going on. Keeping it very interior to Jersey City and whatever was a great idea, because you didn't see destruction around the world. You just saw what was happening to these people.
Yeah.
And they didn't, I mean, the effects in the movie were really, the best part about them was they got the scale right of these machines, that they really looked big.
Tripods.
Most movies when they do them look like miniatures, even though they're not, or they just, just the art direction makes them don't look right. He got it right in that. He got all that stuff right. It was just all the characters you hated so much and just didn't want to hear him talk. I mean, I'd seen that in the theater, had that exact same reaction. And then about 5 or 6 years ago, my friend of mine had it on disc, and I said, let me borrow that. I have it. Maybe it's better than I remember.
You just skip forward to when the aliens show up. You don't need to hear Tom Cruise bickering with his kids about how he's this absentee father. And no, it has nothing to do with the movie. Go back and what was it, 1953, the original one? Look how that sucker moved, man. That one got right to it. And the characters were still fun and interesting.
Yeah,
good
80
looking.
minutes. 80 minutes long. And,
yeah.
And no, that's a movie that knew exactly how to get that story underway and out of the way. It just it rolls, and then we're put in the predicament with the characters. But I Disclosure Day was not like that. It did have one annoying character though, who luckily disappears about halfway through the movie. It did have a guy like that who was obnoxious and kept talking and didn't. If he would just shut up, things would have been fine. He wouldn't shut up, this guy. So finally, Emily leaves him, and we're like, thank God he's off screen. It was a big nothing, and he's hyped it up as this is going to change people's minds, and no, it's just another alien report movie where it's revealed that we've been hiding aliens, and when he shows them, it's a total letdown. Total letdown.
Oh, they show him.
I mean, he's done it before.
It's working Close Encounters. I have zero interest in this movie.
Yeah, I went with my friend because we.
No, that's cool. You go out to the movies. That's fun.
We almost have a pack that will see big sci-fi pictures. Spielberg. We've seen all four of Spielberg's together, and it's always been like every time we're disappointed.
I'm not telling people
except
not
for
to go.
AI. AI is the one I liked. AI is the one I liked.
You liked that?
Yeah, very much. Yeah.
Oh. I can't find a way into that movie. AI, artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
I don't know how to react to that. Am I supposed to be amazed or sad that movie is so weird and cold.
It's a cold movie. I actually have trouble. The last time I tried to watch it, I actually did turn it off because
I can't recommend it. I would know who to recommend that to.
The child endangerment stuff set me on edge, and I'm like, it just unnerved me a little bit. But no, I like that one. And I always liked Close Encounters. Only the
Close Encounters is great.
Either the first version or the final version, not the special edition.
You don't need
I didn't want to go inside. But it was a summer diversion. That's all. If I'd seen it at the drive-in, it would have been better.
No, kudos. Hey, I wish I was still going to cinema too. Maybe I will. Something's coming out soon. Well, maybe when Heat 2 comes out.
Oh, you got to go see The Odyssey. Come on, it's going to be the biggest movie ever.
I read that book. That was a good book.
Yeah.
Is that Homer? Yeah, Homer.
Yeah, Homer. The trailer was totally underwhelming that they ran yesterday, though. Like no audience reaction, nothing. I'm
there's no actors I like anymore. I'm just going to hate everyone. They're all a bunch of, I don't know.
Matt Damon, come on.
He's okay. We're done with him, aren't we? He was fine. There's too much of these same actors over and over. Then that just shows you there's no one to choose from. The talent pool is so limited. Half of Spaceballs is funny. Almost directly 50%. The other 50%, ooh. And specifically Bill Pullman and that broad, they are no match for Gene Wilder and Madeline Kahn.
No.
So far below that level of talent. It's staggering. That's the best they could do. And just a decade later.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking when I watched it. I go, boy, we got a great supporting cast here. And then you got those two who are just unfunny. And Pullman is forget about,
Yeah, but 50% of Spaceballs is hilarious, but that's only half of the movie. So again, another one I'd have to go. I could go in and edit all that stuff out. I can upload the disc and do that myself, and I may do that.
I could talk about something like Bronco Billy. I mean, I always liked Bronco.
Yeah, that movie is not bad. The only problem with that movie is there's what, 6 or 8 of them there, You
Yeah.
need more people than that to put up the tent and sell concessions. All
Yeah,
the money
well,
is in concessions. Those are all the performers.
Yeah, that's it.
There's-
The entire circus is those people.
There, we just summed up the movie. Go see it. Bronco Billy from 1980.